Surprise! You've just zapped into a secret step zone. Now, you probably look at us and think, oh, isn't it nice how they all get on so well? We are really good friends, but what do we really think of each other? And who does Lee think is most like a panther?
On the audition day was the first time that I saw all 4 other members of Steps, and my first impression of Faye was she was just very tall, long legs, these copper trousers on, and this real tight curly blonde hair, and she just stood out a mile because nobody else looked like her.
My first impression of Lisa was quite funny. We met her on the day of the audition, and she was in a bright orange summer dress and huge white platforms, and I thought, she's a pop star.
My first impression of H was that he was in his own little world, and that's still my impression of H.
My first impression of Claire was actually that she was a lot older than she is, which she hates me for now. I actually thought she was about 32. Sorry, Claire.
My first impression of Lee was at the audition, and there were lots of boys there, but he did stand out from everybody because he probably was the best looking boy in the room.
If Claire was an animal, I think she'd be a pussycat, because she likes relaxing and chilling out, and she's always grooming herself.
If Faye were an animal, I think she would have to be something really, really graceful. Probably, I don't know if this still counts, but something like a swan, or, you know, some kind of graceful bird that just looks, you know, very serene and beautiful.
If H was an animal, he would definitely be a monkey.
If Lee was to be an animal, I think it would have to be a dark horse, because that's exactly what he is.
If Lisa was an animal, I think she'd be a panther. The reason is because she's quite flirty and playful. She's very loyal.
I think Faye's special quality is that she's very good at judging situations, and she's actually quite calming, and she knows just the right time to give you a hug if you're feeling down.
H's special quality, I think, is definitely that he makes us laugh.
Lee's special quality is that he's a good listener. He'll sit back and listen to you, whereas if you come to me, I'll just talk.
Lisa has many special qualities, but one of her main special qualities is she's very, very loyal.
Claire's special quality is that she's a very giving person. If it's somebody's birthday or Christmas, she'll spend hours and she'll shop and probably get too much, but it's nice if it's your birthday.
If H wasn't in Steps, I think he would probably be something like a vet, because I know that he really wanted to be a vet when he was a kid.
I think if Lisa wasn't actually in Steps, she'd definitely be in this business in some way or another. So maybe a makeup artist, or maybe doing something with costumes, something like that.
If Faye wasn't in Steps, I think she'd be doing something creative, maybe behind the scenes of what we're doing now. I think she'd like to be a puppet maker.
If Lee wasn't in Steps, I think he'd either be a footballer or an actor.
If Claire wasn't in Steps, I think she'd still be a receptionist, because she was before she joined Steps, and she'll kill me for saying that. But she's always wanted to sing, basically, on stage, so she'd be trying to get into a band or some solo work of some kind.